All right. We are going live, I guess. Let me just check if my internet collaborates. Yes. Did you guys receive the pop-up on the screen showing that we are live? All right.
Yes.
So, for those of you who are watching us on YouTube, if you don't know what we are doing here, this is a talk and talk English conversation. So here we are five strangers speaking in English to practice our English skills. So if you are more curious about how to learn English, how to improve your English just by speaking, go to talkandtalk.com.br. Let's start, guys. Question number one, who wants to start reading and answering? Volunteers, please.
Yes, can be me.
Yes.
My mic is open, so I will start with that. What are some of the core values that guide your life and why they are important to you? Oh my God, so deep talking about that. I think the most important value for my life is the truth. We live in an age that we have some points in social medias and digital news that the people don't handle the real truth. Sometimes they put something on social media, everything, everyone is smiling with a beautiful life, with beautiful wives, with beautiful husbands, and sometimes that's, how can I say, it's so boring. One of the point I hate discovery. I don't agree that's the real life. There is a phrase in my markets that can produce this feeling. We say social likes don't pay the accounts. So I am search engine optimization. And the people think it's digital marketing, it's social media, and then it isn't the truth. It's not the truth. And we have more another points to understand that digital market is not social media. So that's it. I think I talked you. Next
Please.
one.
Yes, next one.
I will call one of them. Sydney, you open your mic. Come on.
Well, like Luis said, it's a deep question and also help us to think about that that characteristics. And well, for me, one of the core values that guide my life are empathy and the compassion. I think it's helped me a lot to connect with others, enhance my communication and the relationships. I think every like human beings, we need to be a good relationship with the others and try to understand them, try to understand their their opinion, their way of thinking, behave, even in a personal and the professional area. So it's interesting because I know some people but they don't have a lot of knowledge in their areas. They don't have they don't they don't have a lot of experience, but they have a good relationship. They they know how to treat each other. They treat the people very well, and because that all the people, I think the co-workers, the colleagues try to help them, and they try to keep them at the company, and also try to stay nearby that people. So I think it's one of the things that guide my life: empathy and compassion. And well, Yasmin, what do you think about that question? Your
I think for me the biggest core value is live the life, because sometimes we are so worried about something, some situation, something that is little comparing to all of our lives. So I think live the life and have time with people that you love, because if you earn a lot of money, if you have a successful career, you have a fancy house, a fancy car, but you don't have a person that you like at your side, like if you don't have your family, if you don't have no don't build a life with someone that you like, um, your life for me isn't nothing, because when you uh, when you get out from this planet to a better place, will not bring any material thing. So I think the most important thing is live the life with the person that you like, and try to do your best in day by day. Try to be better, ever better than yesterday. So I think this is so important.
Nice. Thank you, Yasmin. Jessica, you go, please.
For me, I agree with everyone, and I think, and I also think, true and good intention. That's for base for being building everything, every relationship, and with somebody you know, or with strangers. You don't need it. You don't need it. Don't need it. Just it's somebody you know. Like, if everybody try, okay, I don't need it. Every single day do something better, or do something amazing, but just have a good intention. I can help you, but I know somebody, and then that's uh, I think that's basic for everything, and then the things could be better.
Do you want to keep on question number 2, Jessica?
Yeah. Can you share a specific experience or moment that reinforced particular value or belief for you? Um,
If you
oh
don't
gosh.
understand the question, just let me know, okay? Because they are
Mm-hmm.
pretty hard. It's a hard topic,
Yeah.
Louis said. So
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, it is. And vocabulary is advanced. The vocabulary in the questions is advanced. But I think you understand there's something bringing value for me, something like that. Will be the question.
yes, I think the question is, can you remember a specific example of your life, a specific
Mm-hmm.
situation that you said, "Oh, this is me putting showing my value." For example, I am a very ethic person. My value is ethic. And I if I go to a store and buy something and receive the change wrong, I'm gonna say to the cashier, hey, you gave me the change wrong. Here is the correct value. This is an example for me. It's simple, but try to give an
No,
example
no, yes,
of life.
that's that it is happy with me. But in Brazil, I was I think the same thing, but quite be different. I was in Brazil it's quite common, like it's pretty common. You have the business or story and you buy anything. So like U99 or something like that. And then I was buying something, but and then I take the pillow like a battery and then I give him my hand and then when I was arriving my motorcycle I see oh my god I didn't pay and there's just uh one one uh 1 real and then I come back I say I'm sorry that's not my fault you can see everything and then I would like pay and then I say apologize that's happening with me.
Nice, nice. Thank you, Jessica.
Okay.
Do you want to call someone to answer after you?
Oh, how about you, Yasmin?
I think another situation like you and Sarah said, I think I've passed for something next to it too, but I can say other experience that I remember I put a particular value for me is sometime when a person like a friend asks me opinion, I always will say a real opinion for me. Like I will say the thing. So many times will be a thing that was not the better or the good opinion that the person will like to hear, but I will say the truth. So if you ask me an opinion, I will say okay, in my opinion, this will be better for you. If you didn't like it, I will say the truth. So I think I have this so strong on me because sometimes I think if you aren't truth with somebody else, you cannot see your real person on it because sometimes the truth is bigger than be the good boy or good girl all the time because sometimes a person came to you and asked something that um, they want to hear, but you say something that sometimes they didn't want to hear, but is be good to say today. So I think I have this strong in me. And about you, Sydney?
Well, for me, there is no specific moment, but for instance, in my job, I try to support all the people in all the sectors, departments, and who ask me some assistance. And even if I don't know a lot about specific process or I'm not responsible for it, I try to help them because I am one of the older worker that company. I have 8 years in that company, so I try to guide them in some direction, or for example recommend them some to use some specific thing, program, or call to some people or access some site to try to complete that task, or even me, or even I try to understand and I don't know, make some Excel spreadsheet or some formula that can make their work easier. So yeah, that's one of the things. And what's your opinion about that, Luis?
Oh my God, I have a same case that you are talking about. When I was in an agency, uh, I am the pillar of the team when we're talking about specific things like technology, technical SEO, when we use a lot of spreadsheets to extract some data or automating some jobs. And I help out the team with that. And sometimes uh, a new guy comes to the team, and I was testing him, and I'm going to ask him, "Oh, that's right. Can you give me the spreadsheet?" And they give me the spreadsheet, but they hide on the phone. What? Hide on the formula? It's the spreadsheet? Why? This is a public document. It is a public document. You have to put that for everyone.
You guys were
And
the same company?
the same team,
Oh my
same
God.
team behind the, and I didn't believe that. And for sure, I'm not going to an extensive conversation about that. And I entered there, put the formula for all the team, and close the task for everyone. Mm. Just a little example what happens in some agents. We have competitive people's team. What happens?
It's hard. It's hard. It happens.
It's hard. It's hard.
But in these situations, I also like to think, why is this person so in the defensive? Does he
Yeah,
feel the need to hide the formula? Maybe someone stole the formula from him in the past, and now he's trying to protect himself. I try to give the benefit of the doubt.
yeah, yeah. I have a YouTube channel that I'm explaining how can I do a lot of things in technical SEO, and I put the formulas there and how can I extract the data and how can you do um, like a content gap analysis uh, using my channel. I didn't hide any formula or any secret for you to do them. I just confirm my authority there. And this is my objective.
For you, it must be very weird to work with someone like that, because I am sensing that you are all about giving and sharing information, and
Yeah.
person is
After
about
that,
hiding.
uh, after that, I put my guards up and never share nothing important with yeah. It's
Yes,
okay.
you learn your lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to say that I knew one person that think the same way. He did it, and he told me that he did that thing because he want to maintain the dependence of the company over
Oh,
him and maintain his his work, his employment. I think so. So it's a crazy thing. But everyone hated him because that, and he didn't care about that. So
did
a tough.
he last in the company? Is he still working in the company?
I left the company 10 years ago, and I don't know exactly, but I think so. The company, the people there, the superiors, the bosses, they didn't care about that situation. Only us that work together suffered a lot about it.
Yes, I can imagine. All right, who wants to follow along the question number 3, guys? Luis?
You can read here. How do your values influence the decisions you make and the actions you take in your daily life? Another deep question. Would you like to respond to this one, Sarah?
I actually didn't think about an answer. I'm just thinking about this right now.
I will read it again. How do your values influence the decisions you make and the decisions you take in your daily life?
Well, it's hard.
I think sleep well.
Sleep well.
Yeah, because
Help
if
make good.
you, I mean, sorry, is you, I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, please go because I
I
don't have
mean,
any idea how to answer this.
when you do something right and you don't need like explain, you don't need because if you need explain every single time, it's because something is wrong. I don't know. And then I have like I don't know because it's a like a phrase in Portuguese like um breathe deep and stay no heavy something like that, like you sleep well and then you do something right and make it, I think probably make the things easy. Of course, the real life is not easy because every single time, um, every single situation make it no instability, but I mean uh try to prove like okay, I am right. This is right. Because sometimes it's so easy you say it's right, this is wrong, but sometimes it's just very very hard. So uh, I try do bring Jesus for me. If I can sleep well and know feel out like think overthink and then probably I do something right and then I think
I like that. I think it summarize what I would say. Quem não deve não teme. So if you are doing things correctly, you can sleep right. You can sleep good at night because you are correct with yourself, with other people, with your values. Jessica said everything to me. So,
So, thank you.
who wants to answer? Luis, please answer it. It was your turn.
I will give an example.
Yes.
In the final of 23, a company messaged me in LinkedIn, and he wants a store manager and want to talk with me. When I see what company is, I see, wow, these guys are passing for a very big bad moment in the market. They're working with traveling and they make it the thing is so bad with a lot of people. And I accepted the conversation. And the first thing when they give me the words to make my speech, and I answer them, how do they handle the crisis at nowadays? How do they handle your clients' problems? You are make it with transparency, with a clear conduct, or not? For sure, the guys don't like the questions because they think they are absolutely correct in the way that they take. but I think it's a good example that I didn't advance it in the process because I was really hard in questions for these clients. And when I see the comments in the social networks for work, like Glassdoor, about this company, when I see, for wow, they are so really bad. That's the next example. I mean, I'm going out and put myself out and don't go on my way through the process.
That's a very good example because you could have been influenced by a lot of money. If they offer you a lot of money, you could have said, "Yes, all right, I'm gonna work for you." But instead, you put your values first and ask, how were they?
Yeah, and they still continue to sell your products and don't solve the people's problems. Yeah, it is so bad, so bad. When I look at that, you know, so I want to be part of this. So that's the life.
Yes. As Jessica said, you can sleep very good at night
Yeah,
because you are not part of that.
yeah.
All right, thank you. Who's next, guys?
I will read the
Uh,
question. That's right. Okay. Would like to read it, me? Come on,
Actually,
read the
you
question.
have to answer the question number
Ah,
3.
the red.
Yes.
um, like you said, these examples, I start to think about one thing, like, so many times your values can real influence your decisions, but sometimes can disturb them too because, for example, in a company that a mother that need to put her children work and is occurring some situation that her know about it, but is something wrong, like steal the clients or um bullying with the employees and things like that. And this mother know it, but at the same time, if her tell for somebody else, uh, her can be fired and lose the only money her have. So sometimes can the values can disturb in a way, like sometimes you want to do the right thing, but at the same time you need the job or something like that. And when you are facing a situation in that way, you have to make a hard decision. No, so I think the values is important to maintain the values that you have, but in a situation that you real are facing a hard situation, you have to put in the balance what's in is most important for you. So I don't know, was a talk that I had about it. And for you, Sydney?
Well, I think the values serving like a guidance for our decisions and actions. And like you said, you gave an example, and I'm going to give an example too about to be honesty. I think the people who want to maintain that value, they try to tell the truth for the people, even when it's difficult. But like you said, it's good. It's and when we read it, and but when we have that situation, we need to to think all the complex about it, all the conjecture, and for example, about integrity. I think if some people want to be integrate, I think so, they need to avoid to have relationship with people who always try to trick the others, take advantage in all the scenarios. So, but if your boss like act like that way, sometimes you need to looking for another company to work. But sometimes you have a good salary and good fringe benefits, and we need to deal to track that situation, that problem. So that's the real life.
Yes, it was like Yasmin said. We cannot always treat things like, for example, what Luis said. Imagine if he was needing the money. Imagine if he needed the job. Maybe he would not descartar. Maybe he would not say no to that interview because he needed the money. So you have to put on the balance, like Yasmin and Sydney said. All right, guys, let's go to the next question. Yasmin, do you want to read and answer?
Sure. Have you ever encountered a situation where your values were challenged, and how did you respond? Oh, is a situation that is hard to think about it in a fast way, but I think situations that I said before, like if someone ask me a opinion from me, or sometimes the person is passing for a hard time, but you need to help them and say the truth to real help them. So it is hard situations, but I think can be balanced with values too. But I cannot think in a specific situation that I remember with it. And for you, Jessica?
Um, I no, I never been. I am lucky because I think, of course, I need money. Everybody need money, and then I'd like to be rich, but I never needed I never, because when you have somebody needed to go hospital and you feel um I mean fear, something like that, and probably you don't think about you put in the ingredient for, and then what is right. So, but I'm lucky because I never been in this situation when and I need overthink about. How about you, Sydney?
Well, fortunately, I never came across that situation in my career, but I think I uh, small things that, for example, some coworker asked me to allow him to leave the company earlier to solve some personal problem, or some of them ask me some advantage in the company. I don't know, to work less, or not to, or to have more time to accomplish some tasks. I think it's small things that in some moment it was impossible to attend it, and also it wasn't fair for the rest of the staff. And well, once I found a wrong calculation in the taxes of the company, but it was my boss's fault, and I didn't have any people to to talk about that, even the owner of the company, because they were the friends of that my boss. So I fixed it, and the company paid a lot of money because that I think wrong situation, wrong calculation, wrong result.
You choose to don't put the fault on your boss, but the people think it was your fault?
No, the owner of the company, they never discovered, they didn't discover about that. But my boss, he knew, he it was your fault, but he
Say
didn't,
anything.
yeah, anything. Yeah, he okay, we'll go. We are going to pay a lot of money over that, but it's okay. Let's go. Let's continue our work. So okay.
Yes. Nice move, nice move. Um, I think we were in question number 4, right? So Luis has to answer still, right, Luis?
No, I think just one answer. Include this answer is the same that I'm talking about at the last question. I make the example of the interview with the company for the
Oh,
job,
yes.
and I think that's the same way.
Thank you, Luis. So please continue the next question.
What
5.
role do you what role do you believe personal values? I will read again. What role do you believe personal values play in shaping your identity and sense of self? I really didn't understand this question. Can we help with that? Can you help?
For me, it's like it's hard to explain that. Let me think in an example. I'm gonna try to think em português. Que papel que os valores têm em cunhar, em moldar a sua identidade? Acho que é difícil. Podemos passar para a próxima?
Yeah.
Difícil de responder isso, mas em português já é, imagina em inglês.
So did. So
Let's go to the next one.
I will read the next one.
Can be me. Can you describe a time when aligning your
Mhm.
actions with your values brought you a sense of fulfillment and integrity? Desculpa. Align your actions with your values brought you a sense of fulfillment. Well, okay. Like I think we discussed it a little bit in the questions before. Well, I think for example, to be honest, I think we need to act towards that value. We need to be honest. We need to do something. We need to maintain honesty, honesty, and I think the when we do that, we have a kind of feelings of the to complete that due, or to stay in the path that you believe, and I think that can, yeah, bring us that kind of fulfillment, the kind of happiness, or I think that we are doing this a right thing. I think that. What do you think about that, Yasmin?
As for me, I think I can remember a specific situation, like in the company that I worked for, we have about 6 by 6 months, we have individual plans of development. So we sit with our manager and we start to think about the 6 months that passed, and we are looking for like pillars of skills like communications, empathy, and things like that. And in that experience, I heard a lot of about my manager that I do my job in a good way. And I see this came from my real I'm real applying for it because I real try to do the right things, and I real try to do things in a good way, even in the days that I'm not so good to work or things like that. I try to do my best because it's something that I had so strong in myself, like even in a day that is difficult to me, giving all of my best, I will just try it, because even I'm not trying it, I cannot reach this. So is a value, is a thing that I had so strong in myself. And I think this a specific time I can will see some other else is seeing it too, because I was doing my best and other person see it. So I think this time I can see my actions was going like my values. And about you is, oh, I think you already answered this, right? Or no? Oh, okay, okay, go ahead.
No, I don't have a specific case to express this question, but I'm trying to be an open people for the younger profession. And there's a time that I participated for the company university and recording videos for some skills that I have and publish that to people who don't know the knowledge. They can assist in the videos and gain this knowledge if uh, it's not necessary to, hey, Louis, come on, can you help me with that? It's stay you record there and you can assist it there and you can do that. It's a little passage.
It's a great example of, sorry, because you said you and Sydney's talked about how important is communication for you guys and how important is helping other people. I remember that you guys had the same value.
Mhm.
And you said that you have a YouTube channel. So for me, um, putting a tons of videos about your job in the YouTube so a lot of people can watch, and don't charge them for it directly. You just maybe charge propagandas in YouTube, but you don't charge the people. Uh, for me, it's tá colocando seu valor em prática, putting your value in practice. Your value of trying to help other people.
Yes, there is another point of view about that. I see a lot of people selling courses in LinkedIn, and
Oh,
people that don't match the experience to do that. So come on, I will put it for free, man.
Yeah, but you do you, people do there, and
Yeah,
the thing is that you sleep good at the end of the day.
at the end of the day, for sure. So, so good.
Nice. Jessica, what about you? I think your internet is bad because you are frozen. Now you came back.
Yeah, yeah, it's moving.
Try to say something.
Oh, sorry.
Now I can see you. Can you hear me? Can you see me, Jessica?
Now I can. Now I can.
So we were in
I
question.
just hear you.
Nice. We were in question number 6. Can you remember any example of your life where your values? Oh, okay. But we were just about to end this conversation, so that's okay. Jessica can answer it another time. All right, guys. I'm sending you the survey link on the chat. And I thank you guys for being with me for this whole hour. I'll see you guys some other time. I hope we can have other conversations another day. And be true to your values. I really like our conversation. It was hard. I'm gonna try to make these questions a little better to understand because it was hard for me to answer that. All right. Oh, and you guys know what to do with the survey link. So just enter there and answer, give suggestions, what or o que você achou da reunião e tudo mais. Jéssica, você está bem? Sua internet está bem?
Voltou. Sorry.
Respondendo a última pergunta, a gente tem tipo um minutinho.
I can. You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
We were in the question number 6.
Number 5? No, 5, right?
Number 6. Basicamente, se você tem algum exemplo onde você lembra que os seus valores pessoais e as ações que você tomava baseadas nele te deram uma sensação de integridade, de preenchimento. Não sei se eu consegui explicar direito. Consegui entender? Sua internet travou de novo? Então tá, guys. Então eu vou finalizar e eu falo com a Jéssica depois.
Okay.
Travando. Eu vou ter que finalizar, porque a gente já passou do.
English is good. Yeah. No, that's fine. Thank you so much.
Guys, thank you so much. It was a real pleasure to be here. Bye bye.
Guys,
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much,
Have a nice
Vitor.
week.
Have a great
Bye.